Welcome back, everyone. So on the heels of the video where I talked about the budgets and clients and how to charge or know what to charge, or basically how to deal with clients and knowing what to charge and how to charge them, a question popped up through my Instagram that I found pretty relative that was kind of on the heels of that video. And the question was from Nolo Did It, and it read, if possible, can you make a video on how to properly pay yourself as a director and how to pay the team effectively, save for taxes, while still providing a good video in return? Something along those lines, more on the accounting side and the business rather than the art. So I feel like this is super fitting, especially coming on the heels of that video where we're talking about budgets and budgeting, right? So let's just jump right into it. Again, I'm gonna make this pretty clean, simple, without getting into too much fluff. So let's jump into it. So let's just say you have a budget of $10,000 for a music video, right? The typical director fee in the industry is gonna be 10%. So if your budget is $10,000 and you are taking 10% as the director, you would be getting paid off of that job, or you should get paid $1,000 to direct that project. Now this same thing goes as you scale. If the project is a $100,000 budget, you should be receiving $10,000 as your director's fee. Now there are kind of standard industry fees, and usually the standard ones are, the production company, the producer, and the director. Director 10%, producer 10%, production company anywhere from 10 to 20%. And the reason those fees are as applies are those are kind of the head staple pieces of why that project is taking place. So you have the director at 10% of the budget. So again, on a $10,000 music video, $1,000. The producer should also, in theory, be getting $1,000. Those are the two most time-consuming jobs because there's a lot of pre-planning, prep work, dealing with the clients, and then also on the back end from dealing with the clients, closing out the project, delivery, etc. And those are why those would be the two most set in stone fees and should be the highest paying jobs of the production. The production company takes on the higher percentage because they are the ones putting the project all together, organizing it all, paying out everyone, dealing with insurance, gear rentals. Everything is reliant on the production company. So that is why typically it can be anywhere from 10 to 20%. I like to err on the side of 15 to 20%. So on a music video that is $10,000, my production company's fee might be $1,500, which would be 15% of the budget. And that helps with, just the insurance, our time as a company, dealing with the client. That's just kind of the production company's fee for taking on the project, overseeing it, organizing it, and making sure it comes to fruition. From there, everyone else is pretty much, for the most part, an independent contractor. So your DP, the grip and gaff team, sound, if you have audio, if you have sound and audio, to the PAs, to the extras, talent on set, all of those people, you would have your production team, your producer would be hiring on the DP, art department, etc. And you would be hiring people based on their day rates. Or you could approach people and say, this is what we have allotted for the budget. Can you do this video? Can you make this work? They could either say yes or no. Or again, they could come to you with your day rate. Hey, my day rate to DP is 1,000. Cool. You would hire the DP on at 1,000. Or they might even come to you and say their day rate's 1,000 and be like, hey, we'd love to get you that. Just it's a smaller budget, it's tight. Can you work with 800? And they might be like, cool, that works. Now you've locked in your DP at 800. So from there, from those three main things, the producer, director, production company, then you start budgeting out what the video is going to cost. Do you have a lot of props you're gonna have to buy? How much are the props? Do you have an art department you have to hire? Is there equipment rentals? Are you renting lighting or lenses from a rental house? What are those costs? And you need to start breaking down a budget and writing out an itemized budget, breaking down what the video is going to cost and where all your money is going of that $10,000. Everything down to craft services, which is food on set, drinks, water, all that stuff. So that's just basically a pretty simple and straightforward breakdown of how it kind of works in the industry and how you as a director should allot to, pay yourself, or if you are the production company, pay yourself as the production company, and then also pay and hire out other people. At Tropicolor, we have all these different production documents from contracts, invoicing, budget breakdowns, etc. So if you are in need of something like that, you can certainly make your own. You can do it in a text document. You can keep it more simple, plain Jane. We do have documents that cater towards that production element world. So I'll link that in the description below if you're so inclined to go check that out. But you should be budgeting every project just to make sure the project is on budget, that you're gonna get paid what you're gonna get paid, so that you have a clear outline and understanding, not only for yourself, but for just everyone else, what you're going to be paying them, so there's no miscommunication anywhere, and so that you don't let things slip through the cracks that you're like, oh, I totally forgot that we didn't allot for Crafty. But if you break down a budget beforehand, your producer should be breaking down the budget beforehand, or you as the production coordinator, the production company head. That way you're just always on track and you always know. So Nolo, I hope that answered your question on how to properly pay yourself as a director. And mind you, if you're also the editor, you would then throw in a fee to edit. Maybe your fee to edit the video is $500 because you can also, as a director, you know how to edit. Cool, let's just tack on another $500 for yourself as the editor. For someone like me who knows how to direct, edit, and color, I can pay myself not only to direct, not only to edit, and not only to color, but I can pay myself as the production company head as well, since most projects that I do are run through my production company. So if you are a jack of all trades, you can really start to make more money by doing all those things. And certainly, if you start to take on more projects, then you can delegate that stuff out. I can hire a colorist, I can hire an editor so that I can then take on another project. If you start to bog yourself down with too many projects and you're trying to direct, edit, color, produce every single project, you can't take as many projects into the pipeline. So that's where you gotta learn to start delegating and hiring other people to do the work so that you can take on a new project and continue to just roll on. So hopefully that information helped you. If so, give it a thumbs up, like. If there's any other type of content that you guys wanna see, again, feel free to either DM me on Instagram, comment below, let me know. I'm really looking forward to this year, just diving into kind of this world and showing people and letting people know how to not only film stuff and show you guys cool behind the scenes and teach you through our Learn cinematography platform and program, but also just the behind the scenes and inner workings of how to run a business and just all that other stuff that you don't learn in film school. So appreciate you guys for watching. I'm Jakob Owens for the Buff Nerds, and I'm out.